Actually, we'll start from here. Make it a little easier. Okay. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. This one is pretty much exactly what the title says. This is my thoughts / concerns on the upcoming Destiny release. So, the reveal is come and gone. The big Destiny YouTuber, Twitchers have said their piece. So now it's time for someone like me, the little guys, the very small time people. So, what is this game supposed to be? Is this an expansion, or is this a full release? So, what we got with the Rise of Iron was we had a new raid, a few new changes here and there, and that was an expansion, and some people would have thought like it was a full release. Actually, what's even better, the Taken King is even better because that came out as a disc, as opposed to Rise of Iron that just coming out as a DLC. So those are expansions. Just the little subtle changes here and there, and new raid. So this is supposed to be a full release. This is a subtle, as some could say it, a very subtle, Jade Rabbit, a very subtle UI change with the addition of a new ability. But it almost looks like it might be it could be an expansion. I'll be honest, right now, me trying to play and talk at the same time is just, it's not working for me, so I'm just going to sit here and take in the view of the tower before it becomes total garbage. So, actually this is even better, just a nice little sit down. So, with it becoming a full new release, everyone's seen it. It's a 4K game that's going to be running at 30 FPS. Now, granted, this is further down on my list. I'll just eliminate it now. We all understand 30 FPS on PS4, PS4 Pro, Xbox One. It's going to suck. We all know it. We all wanted the 60 FPS experience. We all wanted this, that. But the PS4 Pro, I think it's GPU. I'm not really sure in regards to like computer stuff and such. So I think its GPU can't handle the 40 frames per 40 frames per second. Jeez, can't English at all. It can't handle that. Wait, I just lost my train of thought. Yeah, it can handle the 30 frames per second, but it can't handle the 60 frames per second. But yet we don't know about the Scorpio because they haven't said anything about it. So it's odd because if its GPU can't handle the 60 frames per second, how can its GPU handle the 4K? Like, I can understand, right now I play Overwatch on the PC and I put it on its highest settings, which I think was Epic. And it wasn't even getting close to 60. It was getting close to 60 FPS, but it wasn't really 60 FPS. I turned it down a little bit, and all of a sudden I'm getting 120 FPS. So, from what I thought was, it was going to be like that for the PS4 Pro. You just change a few settings here and there, and all of a sudden, boom, you have your 60 FPS. But I guess that's not how it's intended to work for the consoles. And I guess that's how it's going to work for the PC, but that's just my thoughts on that. I'm not really a big computer person. It's one of those things of, here, hand me a PS4, here, hand me a PC, and I'll just play on it. And that's that. But you also have to think of their expansion versus full release thing, what's going back to that. That they have a thing of, don't fix what's not broken. And its UI, not broken. It was very good UI. Let's look at some other UIs from other things, like Nathan Drake. All 3 games, same UI. Absolutely the same. I'm trying to think of another game. I'm not really too sure what else I've played that has multiple things. Halo. Halo's a prime example, because this Halo's originally a Bungie game, and now we have another Bungie game. Halo's UI did not change that much. It was a little subtle change here and there, just like Destiny's not doing. And everyone loves Halo's UI. They thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. But
I can take care of that.
it's the fact that some people are thinking, oh, now the UI is going to be broken because you now have a third ability put in there. That's not really the case. That third ability is just exactly what it is, third ability. It's nothing that big. It's nothing that's going to really hurt you that much. But the other thing they're not changing is the gunplay. I love the gunplay in this game. I love how the recoil is different for every gun, how the range actually affects bullet drop-off and damage. So their gunplay is pretty much going to be staying the same. And from what I've heard from all the other YouTubers is that it still feels the same, which is nice. You don't want to be going into Sutton feeling like, oh my god, how am I supposed to handle this gun? This doesn't feel the same. I'm at a total loss. You don't want that. But it's nice that they're keeping it the same. And you also have to think, Destiny 1 to Destiny 2. This is Bungie we're talking about. Let's look at one of their other games for a second. Halo 1 to Halo 2. Everyone loves Halo 2. Granted, everyone has a little nostalgia for Halo 1. Okay, I'll just go with the majority of people like Halo 2. It's brand new changes. It's a whole new thing. It's almost kind of reminiscent of what's going on now. The Covenant come to Earth and fuck shit up, and then they leave. How is this not different than Destiny 2? The Cabal come to Earth, invade, fuck shit up. It's almost exactly the same. But this isn't Halo. This is a new Bungie title. This is a whole new thing. This is a whole new IP. But now let's get on to something a little bit different. The maps. Everyone loves the idea of, yes, we don't have to go to orbit anymore. We don't have to worry about it. And I'll admit, I hate patrols. Like, before I tried recording this, I tried to do a patrol video so I could do a voiceover on it. I just can't handle it. I don't like it. The fact that they're making this a little bit more in-depth with their patrols, now with adventures and their Lost Sector things. Their Lost Sector things kind of remind me of Horizon Zero Dawn's their dungeon type thing. I can't remember what it is. In order for Aloy to get her new mastery of some of the animals, or robots I should say. They're not really animals, they're just robots. So Lost Sectors is pretty much like that. Like, Aloy goes into these dungeons, she defeats an enemy, and then that enemy is usually a higher level. She gets some good loot, and then pretty much a whole new ability. So maybe that's kind of what Bungie learned from Horizon Zero Dawn. They learned a little bit about that. It sounds like a good idea, maybe. But that's just a wait and see type thing. But I'm so happy that they've updated their maps. They updated their patrol type things. So now you have different things to do. You have side quests. I almost feel like comparing it to Skyrim, but I won't, because Skyrim is completely different. But I kind of want to touch on something that's something I'm a little worried about. That's going to be guided games. Yes, you can go online, matchmake, and do a raid. But that's kind of the scary thing, is matchmaking in-game to do a raid. You don't know what you're getting in touch with. Like a strike that I was doing earlier. I went forward into the strike, and all of a sudden I look back, the two other people that are standing right there doing absolutely nothing. This is the thing you have to worry about with matchmaking, is you don't know what you're getting yourself into. Another thing for raids is that whenever I go onto LFG and I try looking for a group, there's always those few people there that are saying, yeah, we're completely experienced, we know what we're doing, and then halfway through the raid, they have no clue. They're like, oh, how do I do this? I've never done this before. The internet is a weird place and a horrible place sometimes. And just trying to figure out exactly how this person is supposed to work. And if they actually know what they're doing, I don't really know how to explain it. I want to have my faith in humanity that guided games is going to be just fine. That I don't have to worry about people saying, oh, we have no idea what we're doing, or we have plenty of idea what we're doing, and all of a sudden you get in there and they have no idea. Or even worse, DestinyLFG.net. That's a scary place to go to. And you have all these elitists, and they think they are the best thing since sliced bread. It's a scary thing. I have my hopes for guide games, but I'm not going to give my hope up just for it to work the way it's supposed to. That people are going to be truthful, and they're going to be competent to a level. Like, I'm not exactly the most competent person in the world. I have my mistakes. I was doing horrible during one of the raids, and I just said, I can't believe I'm in this downfall like this. But guide games, here's my hope for you. Hopefully everything will work well. But now let's touch on something else. That PC launch. This actually did not come as to a shock to me, that the PC launch is supposedly going to be delayed. That's nothing new. It really isn't. There's been a lot of PC launches that have been delayed, and not a lot of people have rose up in arms saying, oh my god, oh well, that's what happens. Sometimes you want the PC launch to be better than the console launch. That way you don't have people complaining like they are now. But another thing that worries me about the delayed PC launch is, will this become like, I'm trying to think of if it's, yeah, it's PC and Xbox versus the PS4 for the Division, where, you know, for the Division, PC and Xbox get their stuff first. They're pretty much the beta testers for the PS4. So will content be like that? Will the PS4 and Xbox get their stuff first and pretty much beta test for the PC? Or is content just going to be delayed long enough, like the first content drop going to be delayed long enough, that way PC people start getting their wheels going, they start understanding what's going on, and then boom, content drop for everyone. Right, I could understand if the PC DLC stuff gets delayed a little bit, because you have to think, PC is a very complex animal. Like, I just got into PC gaming, and it's a, oh my god, how type thing. It's a scary place. It's a very scary thing, but hopefully PC players, the PC master race, will understand that things are easier to make for console, and you just maybe need to put some, like, a week to wait. Just wait a week. Just wait for the PC stuff to get all set, all good, and then you'll get your release. It's not a race. It's not a competition. You want the best game. They want the best game they can make for you. So a little bit of patience goes a long way, PC guys. And kind of going on with the whole PC stuff, I understand there's going to be no dedicated servers. The only thing I ever understood for dedicated servers was Battlefield 4 and that little server room stuff that they would have. I understood that. It felt like a good idea. It felt nice and streamlined. But a lot of dedicated, from what I understood from Bungie's comments about dedicated servers, is they don't have, I think it was the money to invest in the dedicated servers. Granted, yes, Activision, big company, probably has the money, but yet they're not going to really do much for you. And that's what a big company will usually do, is they'll just say, yeah, you're on your own, have fun. But maybe further down the line we'll get our dedicated servers. Just don't really hold your breath on it. And I could really care less either way if we get dedicated servers or not. Because right now it's kind of fun just to watch people go all hectic on these servers. And segueing from servers, PvP. Granted, yes, connection-based matchmaking versus skill-based. Oh, we had those funs. That was fun. I don't really want to touch on that because that's a sore subject for me, about lag and rage-inducing and me almost throwing a controller at my TV, and luckily I didn't. But PvP. Those fusion grenades, not a one-hit kill anymore. That's something that I'm a little sad about now. Is that I can't throw a fusion grenade with my Titan and then get a one-hit kill. That was the best thing. That's one thing I was always good at, was doing the impossible sticks. Also, with the fact of our known special weapons being switched into the so-called heavy slot, or the power weapon slot, hopefully that streamlines Crucible just a little bit better. That way I don't have to worry about turning the corner and all of a sudden, oh my god, shotgun! Hopefully that's something not to worry about anymore. Now you can have two primaries in the slots. Oh, that's gonna be interesting to watch. Granted, we've already seen the gameplay on it, but I could see that's gonna be fun. And the builds for PvP are gonna be interesting. Oh, speaking of which, the subclass changes. I'm not really much of a PvPer myself, so I love my PvE. So I'm gonna segue from PvP into the builds. Apparently, no more builds. Nope. You get one block of 4 abilities. That's it. So if you want to be... Let's see. Like if you want to be a Defender Titan running War Machine, Armor of Light, Relentless, and I guess Untouchable, you can't do that anymore. It's all pretty much streamlined, so it almost all be pretty much like the first top row of everything, and then stuff like probably like this. You don't get the choice in builds anymore. Like my actually, where's my better one? My PvE build for Sunbreaker is Scorched Earth, Melting Point, Explosive Pyre, and Simmering Flames. That's my build for PvE. Now, for PvP, I actually do change it up. I have Cauterize for the health, Explosive Pyre, that way I could get multiple kills. Actually, yeah. Never mind, Explosive Pyre was for PvE. Flame Seeker, or Explosive Pyre, depending on the game mode. So this slot does change for PvP. Thermal Vent, and Forge Master. That's my usual PvP mix. So I can understand people with their builds saying, oh my god, we're not going to have builds anymore. We can't do stuff. From what I understand, it's to help streamline gameplay a little bit. That way everyone has a fair advantage. Everyone is pretty much on the same page. But my thoughts on it is just, why try to fix something that was actually good? You could build the character the way you want it. I don't know why they fixed one of the things that wasn't broken. Maybe to stop people from going online and doing the whole, what is the best Voidwalker build for PvE, or best Voidwalker build for Crucible or for Rift. That's now going into the side light, or whatever you want to call it. That's not going somewhere else. And it's something that I think everyone will get used to in the long run. There's no worries about it. We will make do. But that's it on my first time trying to do a thoughts and concerns for a new video game. Hopefully next time I do something like this, my video editing software will be a lot more better. That way I'll actually have gameplay instead of me just sitting there enjoying a view. But yeah. Hope you all like this video. If you have anything to say, comments below is perfectly fine. I'm not a child. My feelings won't get hurt. But yeah, guys. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.